What's your sort of inner circle and periphery friend number?
It's more than 10. It's
20?
maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
That's 30 friends.
That's like a classroom, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about friendships and friendships in adulthood. Like, is it hard to make friends as an adult?
Ooh.
Do y'all feel that way? I feel like it's not hard to make friends. No, wait.
I feel like it's easier in some ways and harder in others. Because I think you don't have the convenience of like being younger and, you know, always being in the same places.
Okay.
As like, you know, the same people. But I don't know, I feel like as like an adult, because you have that freedom to choose who you want to be and like what you want to do, it's like easier for you to find people of similar interests and whatnot.
Okay.
That's my take, yeah.
Okay.
So can you guys count on one hand how many friends you have? Like, does it exceed 5? Does it exceed one hand?
Wait, are we talking about friends? Are we talking about like close friends?
Oh.
I don't know.
Like, do you have layers to your friendships? Okay, let's say friends. Let's say
Definitely.
friends. Okay.
I think like if inner circle wise,
Uh-huh.
inner circle one hand. I would say
Okay.
one hand. But then like people I meet regularly, 2 hands.
What does inner circle
Inner
mean?
circle, maybe it's people that like if I call them up, I don't feel like I'm burdening them. Yeah, like no paise. Like if I call them out, right, it's like okay, like let's just hang out. Yeah, but I feel like if there's a layer of like a bit paise or like or maybe you know they have stuff on or maybe like it's for maybe we'll meet on this occasion instead. Then not so much inner circle wise. Inner circle I feel like there's like no hesitation. At least that's what I feel lah. Yeah.
And has that inner circle number changed over the years? From when you were like maybe in school versus like
I think
now?
the number hasn't changed, but the people has. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the number hasn't, but I think the really cool thing about being adult sometimes is that actually when you like look back at the year, sometimes there are new people that come into your life and you didn't expect them to stay there, and then they actually start becoming part of your inner circle.
Yeah.
So I feel like the number actually kind of stays the same for me.
Which
But
is how many?
inner circle maybe 5.
Okay.
5,
That's
6,
actually quite
5,
a big
6.
inner circle.
Yeah, but the people sometimes like change in and out because of seasons lah. But then
Right.
like the number is somewhat there.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then periphery friends, how many would that be?
Periphery. Wow. So how do you quantify that, right?
Wait, also sorry, this is a very adult thing, but like one of the ways that my friends and I have started to like qualify what counts as close friends is very like heterosexual. I'm really sorry, but it's like when you get married, who will you invite as your
Yes,
who will you
actually
invite at your
yes.
wedding? Who's gonna be your
Right,
bridesmaid?
Yes, your bridal party. Actually,
Who's
that's very
gonna
true.
be relegated to the reception table?
not the reception.
And yeah, like basically like who's invited and who's not, right? So
Actually, yeah, that's a good way to look at
that's
it.
how I look at it.
Actually, yeah, the bridal party thing is very real.
Right, it's so
Yeah,
real.
and you can
It's so
tell
real.
also when you like see other people and like their bridal party, you can kind of tell like, oh, like this
Who's
person
in
has
the
a
circle?
like yeah, who is in
in the
this circle,
circle?
or maybe some people have like they're okay with like having like a lot of friends. Like they have quite a lot of like close friends in some sense. But then for some bridal parties it's like three or 4, right? So it's very tight, like it's very like close-knit group. Yeah. So I also thought it was quite interesting actually.
Sorry, so periphery friends, how many do you think you have?
Oh my god, periphery. I would say a good maybe like 10, 12.
Okay.
Like
The fact they can quantify it, that's quite...
like maybe it's like people I give like Christmas gifts and I write long notes to. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very niche, I just realized. Okay, because I'm a
have a lot of
note
periphery
writer.
friends. Oh my God.
Like, because whenever like I think I always like to write notes to my friends, especially during Christmas season. So Christmas season, I think last year I prepared about like 12 to 15 notes. I would say those are like people like I have like a strong memory or emotion attached to them. So I think that's like kind of my periphery as well. Yeah.
And then how about you guys? What's
Wow.
your sort of inner circle and periphery friend number?
I think my inner circle number is, I would say 7. These are the people that have seen me through the lowest of low. Then I think periphery friends, I feel like I have quite a wide range of people that I will see and hey, hang out with, let's hang out, let's eat, let's do stuff together. So I can't really, it's more than 10. Is
20?
maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
That's 30 friends.
That's like a classroom, you know?
Yeah.
go in and like, hey guys.
She still said just now, I don't think I have a lot.
No, okay. I was just thinking like who's on my close friends list, like on Instagram.
Oh.
So sorry to if you're not on my close friends list. But yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, I cannot.
Detox means nothing, y'all. Continue.
You're gonna develop some like stronger emotional. Okay, anyway, so I feel like I have quite a large peripheral group of friends. Then I have acquaintances also, like people that I have met before and I kept relationship with, and I feel like they're nice to meet once in a while. Yeah, maybe I won't share a lot of life updates, but yeah, you just learn about things with them. Yeah,
That's quite a lot.
yeah. I think I don't think I'm sociable, but I think I like to talk to people and make friends. Yeah, so yeah, that's for me.
I agree with Wendy in that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like,
You have a classroom of friends?
okay. Yes, I have a classroom
Okay.
of friends, but when it comes to me, I'm actually quite a private person when it comes like down to it. So my close friends comes down to like 3 or 4 people max. And I totally agree with Zhiyi. Like, I feel like different seasons, people come in, they go out. Some of my friends go overseas and then they sort of become a bit more distant. And then some people come back from overseas and they become closer to me. So, it's always shifting. But the number always feels like about there, I only have...
Consistent, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
consistent. It's only like I have the emotional energy or like the vulnerability to really open up to these people. But agree with Wendy, like a classroom of friends. It's like I like people, you know what I mean? I like getting to know people.
exactly.
I like becoming a friend of people.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Are we a room full of extroverts?
Yeah. I can feel the ENFP,
Right,
ENFJ.
it's ENFP.
I felt it.
Yeah, you're ENF. Like,
Clearly.
oh, okay. I'm ENFJ. You?
ENFP, ENFJ.
I don't trust it.
No, neither do we. But like,
Yeah, but like,
it's just a good
But-
way of connecting with
but
people.
but the last time I took it, I was an ESTP, whatever that means.
Okay, you can't.
He's
Okay,
a
sit there.
so y'all have friends that like drift. How I say? Y'all have that close circle, which sometimes people come in and out of. Like, how do y'all maintain that close circle friendship?
I have like maybe I want to say 10 that I
Okay.
consider inner circle.
Oh wow, that's actually quite big.
Yeah, I have quite a few friends,
Okay.
and then maybe like 10 more that are
Wait,
more
do
like.
these mix? Do these
I
friends mix?
try, but
Okay.
like, it's often very hard. I think
Okay.
it's quite difficult to. I like people also, and I'm very attracted to people who have very like loud, boisterous, chaotic energy. I like. And when you're like with those people, like the energy just like multiplies. So,
Like a party. Like
yeah,
that.
it's very easy to like we all like go together. And I think like the ENFPs here
Yeah.
are maybe a bit the same. You're attracted to a bit of the energy, right? So yeah, I think for me at least, because I'm so all over the place sometimes with my energy, right? Like it's led me to sort of have like different groups of like different cliques of friends. And sometimes I think it's resulted in me like neglecting one friend group over the other, or like recently I had like a chat with one core group that I sort of drifted away from, and then it was just like, yeah, like I know, I mean we still love each other and everything, but like we go through like seasons, right, ups and downs, but it was a very honest conversation when we got together and said like, we know that you're sort of like going through an exploratory phase now.
Oh, okay. Like with what, friendships or?
Yeah, with friendships.
Oh.
So like you go ahead, we're always here for you.
You do your thing,
Oh.
sister.
Yeah, like do your thing. Like make
Very
friends.
understanding though.
Yeah, but it was,
Yeah.
I think at the core of it was because like we could have those conversations that you would typically have in a relationship, right? It's like, what's happening now? What's the vibe?
Yeah, I feel like in a friendship circle, sometimes you don't bring up these things. Like it's okay to kind of let it pass. You know, like maybe in a relationship, people feel like, okay, like, because I really want to make this relationship work, right? So I'll bring it up. But in a friendship, I feel like it really takes like guts to bring such conversations up. Like you really have to want to protect your friendship.
Correct.
Yeah.
You gotta fight for it. You gotta
Yeah,
fight for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And do you
Yeah.
feel like it gets harder when you grow up as well? Like to fight for these relationships to like stay close? Because I feel like I had a period where I was really close with this friend and then we drifted. I know we drifted like over COVID, and now we're really close again. So like I feel like it's I don't know, when you grow up, it's so easy to drift because everyone has their own life and then working, and then she's also married now. So it's like you kind of have to fight to keep that relationship. Yeah. Do y'all
What
feel-
was the solution for you then? Like, how did you manage to?
It was a Tea Talks episode that I called a friend.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Tea Talks episode that I called a friend, someone that you miss. Then I called that friend and I was like, we had a good thing going, and I felt like we drifted. As naturally, like everyone's busy. Yeah, like what happens? Like, girl, we used to be like, okay, yeah. So then we started sharing a little bit more about our own lives. 'Cause I think last time when you're younger, right? Not that I'm very old, but like when you're younger in school, you text a lot. Like, I don't know, it's like you can text until like 3-4 a.m. at night and then you're just chatting. And then now it's like everyone's work, everyone's sleeping at like 11 p.m. or like 12 a.m. or maybe 10 p.m. So then you don't have those kind of like constant connections. Yeah, so I don't know, is it the same for you guys?
Like life gets in the way kind of.
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so. It's like I'm moving now from like school to working. So I can feel that slow transition happening, you know, like everything getting a bit more intense, like school getting a bit more like work than anything else. Yeah, I definitely can feel it because I'm trying to protect my own sort of like career and my own personal life. But at the same time, I'm also trying to carve out time for my friends and all. Like, you really have to make the effort for it. Like last time I could just like, hang out with your friends willy-nilly, right? Now it's like I have to open up my calendar, then we have to deconflate, and sometimes I have to pull out a where got time, like .com thing, just to find a spot.
I wanted to say that I have one way I did that instead of using what's it called?
Wait, I try.
Where
got time?
yeah, something
Wait, I
along
try
that
to find-
lines.
I just have a shared Google Calendar with my friends.
Real.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, we have like a shared calendar where if we're doing something together or if we're going overseas, we're like, this person overseas from here to here. And then if we're doing like a dinner, we're having dinner then. So everybody sort of like knows what we're doing. It's a bit like
That's wow.
it's a bit like girlfriend boyfriend.
Yeah.
I
It's
know.
really girlfriend boyfriend really.
I know.
I don't know.
But I really enjoy it. It's very cute. I think it's very cute.
It's quite cute lah,
If
because
you're
you
friends-
you like keep tabs on them lah. How cluttered is that calendar?
Not really, not super lah. not
So
super
like are there like things you put on your calendar and being like, oh, my friends can see it, and then it's
Private
like,
must put
yeah,
private.
sometimes you
Private,
accidentally
private.
put, because your setting is wrong, right? Then it's like therapy session. Oh, you okay, babe? What's up? You have a therapy? Yeah.
So do y'all feel it's important to have friends at work? Wait, let me get my...
Yes.
Yeah, I do feel...
Yes.
yes.
Okay, next
Yeah.
question.
Okay, no. Okay, but I must say first.
Someone has to be the devil's advocate.
No.
Can't be me. Can't be me.
Can't be me.
I cannot. I tried. Like my previous workplace, I had like zero. I think that's how I became an E. Because after that company, I moved on to another company, which is a bit smaller office in Singapore. I think only two other people, and they are both like older than me, like way older, like 40s. And I was like, a bit hard to be like hang out with them, right? So it was so sad. I was so sad. So I really feel like friendship at work is very important. Yeah.
Actually, I feel like this was only a recent lesson for me, because in the beginning I felt that, because for me I want to draw boundaries between like my work and my life, and I'm very clear on that boundary. And then I think that kind of bled into work friendships a bit. So sometimes I'll be like, I'll be friendly, but like beyond that, it's like, okay, like I think there's no need to like take this any further. I can just get along with everyone, and like I think it's fine. But I think only became like a recent thing, because I've been in my workplace for about three-ish years, and then that's when people start leaving. That's when like people start coming in, people start leaving, and I was like, oh shit, like actually it's kind of sad that like now in my office I see a whole new set of people, and the familiar faces that I had good memories with are like leaving. And I think that was like the turning point for me to kind of not be so transactional in my work friendships. Because I think at one point I was like, okay, let's just keep it professional, like I want to leave on time. But yes, leave on time, everyone. Yes.
Leave on time.
Yes. So, leave on time. But yeah, I think I was like, I just wanted that boundary. But I realized that after a while, it doesn't serve you any good lah. And it's really quite sad when you see people leave. Yeah, and you realize that actually everyone's in this season together for such a short period of time, right? It's quite amazing that all of you are in this environment at the exact same time. And then like, why not just like lean into it a bit? So I think it was a pretty recent lesson for me, especially with most of my batch like leaving slowly. Yeah.
Like today was my last day of school, right? So thank you. Like some of the classmates that I'm with, I see pretty much every day. I'm not gonna see them. Yeah. I'll see them here and there but they'll be dispersed around. I might not ever bump into them at work or whatnot. And definitely. I think you mentioned that people like to keep it separate, right? I think my interests are quite varied. So sometimes it's a bit difficult for me to like bond with people at work but definitely make the effort to do it because you spend such a large amount of time at work, right? It's such a big part of your life. Like, why make it miserable?
You spend like 5 days out of 7 of your week in like 8 hours.
Like your family like that.
Yeah, they are your. It's so disgusting to say, but they're really like your second family. You know what I mean?
Aww.
So
We're family.
yeah, it is disgusting, but
She's leaving you hanging.
yeah, I know. But you know, I'm not on close friends.
Her hand
Okay.
didn't come out.
Sorry, take a hint.
Okay, got you.
I don't know. I like making friends at work. Like,
Okay.
I think it's really important, and it reminds me of like this one girl that I was very close to when I came to OGS. And then when I first met her, I clicked so hard with her that I told her that when she gets married in a year, I'm gonna be her bridesmaid, and I was her bridesmaid.
No
Shout out to
way.
Kimberly. Yeah, but I don't know. I think like when you make the effort to have friends at work, it's just like another part of your life, right? Like you never know where that could lead you. And then now, like I'm renting a room that used to belong to her husband, you know, and like I've made lots of friends like through her. She's in London now, so I go there to visit her and everything. It's just very nice. Like it's just another avenue of.
It's like you got a sister.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it's just so fun to rant, right?
It
About like work
is.
stuff
No, it's
with
true.
people. Like
It's
I feel like that's like the
true.
biggest plus point. Like it's just like pantry, go pantry talk. Then
Make nuggets.
you let
and
it
pantry.
out.
Like yeah, and like
instead of like keeping it all inside, right? And
To yourself.
yeah.
Why you gotta be so sad on your
Yeah,
own?
right.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
I feel like work friends you will
It's
want to see them after work.
Actually, yeah, I feel like that's
right?
that's
That's
like
like
the
that
defining
constitute
thing.
work friends. Like I feel
Do I even have time to go and be like, let's go and get a meal?
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
Because
talking
it's
about,
just
like,
being
non-work
nice.
related
Yeah,
things.
not because that's what I feel like.
It's
I
work
don't call you
friends.
a like
That's
just a
true.
colleague
Yeah,
or a
yeah,
work
yeah,
friend.
That's true, that's
Yeah,
true,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
That I
That's
mean, yeah.
true.
You have to make the effort lah. Like someone has to like make the
It's true.
like throw out the ball and be like, hey, let's get dinner. Or like let's do this thing together. Let's come over for Chinese New Year, for Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Agree. Are you all usually the ones that?
Initiates.
Yeah.
I think yes. I love hosting.
Okay.
I think hosting's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think being the initiator sometimes also very tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to kind of feel like, okay, like I'm up for it. Okay, let's go. So I feel like festive seasons or like special occasions, it's always quite easy to kind of like host or like initiate something. But yeah, I also think, I mean, related to what you shared earlier, like how do you kind of keep that inner circle or keep like your friends? I feel like being the initiator, sometimes it's nice for someone to initiate as well.
Agree.
Yes, because it can get very tiring.
Yeah, I wanted to say, you know, there was this whole debate about like introverts and extroverts. I think everybody thinks that extroverts like have a very bad reputation. They're like super like
Yeah.
in your face,
Fresh,
right?
Yeah.
But without us, y'all are
Yeah.
nobody.
whoa!
You have plans for Chinese New Year?
Plans for Chinese New Year.
Yeah, it's true.
Who are you gonna exchange gifts with?
Yeah. Who's going to your house? Like I don't.
Who's
I'm not
opening
like
the
I don't
mahjong
celebrate
table?
Chinese New Year, but I invite people over during CNY to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
your extrovert friends to be the initiators. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you feel about low maintenance friendships? I am. Whoa, it's windy.
Let me help you.
Thank you. Yeah, I am yay. Oh,
I'm
Nicole?
contrarian.
Okay.
Like I don't find it necessary.
Oh,
Like
what do you
I'm a very like high energy person.
Okay.
So I'm like all in or nothing. Like I don't like the
Fair.
whole like non-committal, one leg in, one leg out. Like once a year we meet for coffee. It's like for what? I have nothing to. You have nothing interesting to say to me. I have nothing interesting to say to you. Like if the friendship was not extremely like intense from the start, I can't be bothered. Yeah.
So to be a friend of Nicole, you gotta go in or go home. Like go big or
yeah,
go
you gotta
home.
like none of that once a year coffee
Okay.
stuff. Like I just no.
Okay.
Like,
So you just cut them off lah.
I don't cut them off. It's just I think there's a mutual understanding that the friendship is just like that.
It's like, I'm glad to have you in my life, but I'm afraid the connection is not really
Yeah,
there.
like sometimes I see on my Instagram stories, fine. That's it, you know. Haha.
Ah.
I like your story, that kind of
Okay.
thing. Yeah. But otherwise, like all my friends are like we meet regularly, once a month. Like we have like intense, heated conversations about like life. Like
I feel like your life is very like woo.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
vibrant, yeah.
It's a lot. But how else would you live?
Ah.
How else would you live?
I actually really get what you mean because I'm also quite of like I give a lot in a friendship. Yeah, and I initiate a lot and I give a lot. I think what I'm always like kind of screwing up in, or at least I'm trying to learn, is that sometimes if people don't give the same level that you do, you have to manage your expectations a bit.
Actually, yeah,
Because I realized that I get
yeah.
so hurt.
No, I agree.
Yeah, and I end up
Yeah.
hurting the friendship. But I think I'm trying to learn, but it's really tough.
I get it.
It's really tough.
I get it.
Because I realized that also pinning all these expectations on someone is not what they might want in a friendship sometimes, right? Sometimes it's just not their season. It's really sometimes my own expectations like messing with my own mind.
No, that's very nice. That's very empathetic of you to like
She's
learn
trying.
to meet them in the middle, you know.
Yeah. Let it sit
100% get
a bit.
Yeah, I get fully.
Yeah, no, I think I maybe attract people who are on their own shit.
Okay.
You know? So they are sort of like very focused on doing their own thing and like going on their own path. And it can be a bit difficult. Yeah, no, for real. It can be a bit...
Calling us like,
No lah.
but you're right.
Like, I'm just saying my friends are... So they're like, okay, I'm going to do this thing, right? Be it like a career, be it like, you know, pursue your interests and whatnot. And sometimes that can mean that you have to, you know, don't have a lot of time to spend with you, don't have a lot of like mental energy to do so lah. And that's why I actually have quite a few like low maintenance friendships, like people who are overseas. And I think that's nice also because you can't expect to have everyone in your life around you all the time, right?
Fair,
I like these low maintenance friendships because it reminds you like of a period of your time when they were like period of your life when they were in, you know, close to you and whatnot, and you reach out and then you have the connection, but you both have that sort of like expectation that it's gonna be like that. I don't see a point in time where I will stop making friends lah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So even if I'm like old and have no friends, right?
You
I will
go
still
make
go and make friends.
Okay.
You know, I'll like talk to the stranger.
Go
at
to
the
the
coffee
void
shop.
deck.
Go to the void
Yeah.
deck lah.
Why?
Go sit down the void deck and meet.
Limkopi, the random uncle lah. Like it's,
No, you are the random uncle.
I'm the NPC that approaches you.
Right. Okay, I mean it was nice chatting about like everyone's thoughts on friendships, and maybe after this we can be friends.
See how.
See how
Nicole's too upset.
whether I
She's
got
still
the
upset.
green circle on IG.
She's taking it personally.
Tonight, Nicole, super damn cool. Yeah, added to a close friends list. Okay, that's all for this episode of Tea Talks. Hope you guys, we're gonna talk about a lot more other stuff, and stay tuned for other topics, and let us know if you guys want to hear anything else. Yeah, but for now, ta-ta!